This video is sponsored by PokeTownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your online deck, or just to get the latest booster packs in town like Crowns in it, for example. They literally have everything, and you can use the coupon code ZapDosTCG for 5% off your order. This video is also sponsored by CardMarket.com. This is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and you can use the referral name ZapDosTCG to help support the channel. This video is also sponsored by YourPlaymat.com. This is a platform where you're able to upload your favorite wallpaper and they turn it into a beautiful playmat. You can now have 10% off your order by clicking the link down below, and they ship worldwide, so definitely check it out. Last but certainly not least is going to be DragonShield.com. Dragon Shield is the best brand to protect your beautiful cards, and they have the best quality sleeves available, and you can of course check it out by clicking the links down below. They have sleeves, binders, and deck boxes of the best quality around. I use them in every single tournament, and you guys should do the exact same thing. Thank you a lot for sticking around with the commercials, and enjoy the video. Peace. Sup YouTube, it's ZapDosTCG here, and welcome back to our TCG video on my channel. On this channel you get daily Pokemon TCG content, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. The rotation will actually take place in a couple of weeks. That's actually in 6 weeks time, so that's going to be very crazy. A lot of cards will be rotating out of the standard format, and I already did a full detailed video about a buy list for post rotation. I did a video about post rotation deck list. I did a video about which decks are going to be worse with the rotation. So today we're going to be talking about the top 16 deck list of the Champions League Aichi in Japan. So there was a tournament with over 3,000 players, and that they were already playing post rotation because Japan is always ahead of us, as it always has been. So we're going to be checking out these deck lists. I'm going to be giving you guys my opinion. I'm also going to be checking out specific tech cards you might actually want to have in your binder already when the rotation drops. So as you can see here, for statistics, the main archetypes that are doing very well right now are Lost Zone boxes. Even though they've lost Scoop Up Net, they still have everything else. Colorless, Comfies, they still are thriving. We have Mew Genesect also basically losing nothing except for like Quick Ball, so you can replace that with Nazball and Feather Ball. There's Lugia Archeops, funny enough, is still around. It is now using the single strike package and Tyranitar V, stuff like Stone Journer as well. So get these cards already. You can buy them already before they actually increase in value, so you can have them a little bit cheaper than you might have. There's also Gardevoir EX, the only EX that dropped itself into the top 16. As we all know, Miraidon is also still a very great deck. We don't have the results for over the top 16, so like from 17 to 32. We don't have that quite yet, but I'm still aware a couple of Miraidons here and there. So let's check out the first place winning list, and let's see here what's going on. Lost Zone box, and this on first glance looks very similar to Pedro Torres's list that he played recently. So we do see Zamazenta there, we do see the Drapion and the Sky Seal Stone, and the only new card in this list that I initially see is the Beach Court. The Beach Court is a stadium card allowing you to have one retreat cost less for all of your Pokemon. So that means Raikou has free retreat, Greninja has free retreat, but more importantly, Comfey has free retreat, and with a lot of switch cards in there. So we have Escape Rope, switch cards, and of course the Beach Card, making the manual retreatments very easy. You're going to be able to circle around your Comfies easier than ever before. The only problem is we no longer have Scoop Up Net, so you are maxed out at 4 Comfies a turn. So going for that crazy turn where you go first and then go for like 4 comfy plays, and the colorist only gets you to 6. So Mirage Gate on turn 1 no longer possible, but on the other hand, there's of course Lost Vacuum that is going to be helping you out to get that number initially. So there's still plays you can get that 7 cards in that Lost Zone thanks to the play of Lost Vacuum, and since you're also playing 2 Beach Courts and the Sky Seal Stone, you can definitely get to that number because you circle around your comfies, but you have to have all your comfies in play in order to utilize that strategy. We do see Raihan in here. and 1 copy of the Lightning Energy. I think Lugia is a little bit less popular, so only having 1 Raikou makes sense. And the Drapion Sky Seal just slaps Mew VMAX. The cool thing is that Raikou can also take down a Genesect or something else from the Mew VMAX deck, because Lightning Rondo is actually a pretty powerful attack, definitely in combination with the Echoing Horn, increasing the opponent's bench base. Sableye is still broken as ever, and yeah, actually gatekeeps a lot of archetypes, like from the big EXs that have 330 HP, like Magnezone EX, etc. They are being gatekept because Sableye can just spread around on the weak basic Pokemon. The only big EX Pokemon that is going to see an impact is Gardevoir EX. And almost all of these cards are already available. We do see that, yeah, Quick Ball has rotated, Scoop Up Net has rotated, but other than that, the 60 is almost exactly the same. We now have Nest Ball that sees a reprint in Scarlet and Violet base set, and the Beach Court helps out with some additional flower selecting. So that is the list that actually got first place. So the Snorlax as an attacker, Zamazenta as an attacker, Cramorant, Sableye, Raikou, and Drapion. So cool to see. We're going to be checking out second place, Gardevoir EX. And I'm a huge fan of Gardevoir EX because it comes packed with like one of the most broken abilities we've ever seen. As often as you like during your turn, you can accelerate the Psychic Energy to one of your Psychic Pokemon. If you do, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon, and you cannot use the ability if you're knocking yourself out. So you cannot knock yourself out with the ability, but with 11 energies, you can have crazy energy acceleration. Stuff like the Zacian V from Celebrations can now slap everything for a 1-hit KO with their attack. And we also have, of course, the Kirlia with Refinement, allowing you to, of course, draw cards. Discard a card from hand, draw 2 is very strong. There's also the other Kirlia, which allows you to get 3 other Kirlias in play instantly. So as soon as you like evolve your rolls into that Kirlia, yeah, which is also searchable with Level Ball, by the way, you can use the Mirage Step, which allows you to get 3 Kirlias from your deck all the way on the bench. So pretty much like what our duplicates did before it, and that's going to be helping you out with your setup. There's also the Shining Arcana Gardevoir, which is actually one of your better attackers. With Brainwave, you're slapping 60 damage and 20 more for every Psychic Energy attached to this Pokemon. So that can slap huge damage. So a 1-price Gardevoir. You also have the Gardevoir EX, which also you need to, of course, accelerate the energies, but Gardevoir is going to be a solid archetype. There's also the Cresselia, which can yeah, move 2 damage counters from each of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So that's going to be helping you to heal off while you utilize the crazy ability that Gardevoir EX comes packed with. What else do we see is like a 1 of Mew. I don't know how to feel about that. I guess it's possible because you're running 4 Battle VIP passes, 4 Level Ball, 3 Fog Crystals, so you can initially get a Mew when you're not getting a great setup. And because Mew can find Battle VIP pass, it does make sense. Some new supporters in here. I know we're losing Marnie, but people are grabbing towards Judge. So this list is running 3 copies of Judge, 1 copy of Serena, 1 copy of Miriam. I don't know if you know what Miriam does. This is the supporter right here, allowing you to get 3 Pokemon back from, actually 5 Pokemon it is, 5 Pokemon back from the discard pile, shuffle them into your deck and draw 3. I think that is the card that is Miriam. I'm actually just gonna open it up just to make sure I'm giving the correct information. Yeah, shuffle, choose up to 5 Pokemon cards from your discard pile, shuffle them into your deck and then draw 3. So you can draw into your Pokemon back again. It's very strong recovery card for sure. There's Worker, allowing you to discard a Stadium, and then there's Arven, yeah, search your deck for an item and a tool card and put them in hand. You might think, wow, this is a bad card, but you actually need a card like this because tool cards now have their own classification. Tool cards are no longer item cards. Just let that sink in. And the cool thing is with Sky Seal Stone, the Zacian V will be taking 3 prize cards on a V-Star or 4 prize cards on a VMAX. And that's how good the Zacian V will be. So you can also get that Zacian V back with Miriam as said. The other cards are already legal in the standard format. And the cool thing is with Emergency Jelly, you can actually heal off a lot of your damage output. So you can use the acceleration of Gardevoir EX time and time again. And then you can heal off with Emergency Jelly. Very good. For the Stadium cards, there's Collapse Stadium and Temple of Sinnoh. So that is the second place list out of 3,000 players. So Gardevoir is good. Get yourself some Guardies when Scarlet and Violet actually drops. Moving forward, another Lost box. Let's see what is different here. We do see the Galarian Zapdos V and 2 copies of Yveltal with Cry of Destruction. I wonder against which archetype you're using Yveltal. I guess Yveltal is nice against the Lugia builds, but the Lugia builds are already playing Urn of Vitality, I suppose, to get their single strike energies back. I don't know how to feel about the Yveltal, to be honest. Also, you don't have any double turbo energy in here. You need to Mirage Gate onto your Yveltal to get rid of the energy. So, or maybe they're using Yveltal as a darkness type attacker to slap 100 damage. I don't see any choice belts in here as well. So I don't know why the Yveltal is in here. Currently have no explanation, but discarding special energies seems good in specific matchups. Galarian Zapdos and Drapion can both take additional prize cards, definitely in the combination with Sky Seal Stone, and all the rest of the cards are pretty much the same. Cramorant and Sableye still being the best friends, and you still need Manaphy because a Radiant Greninja is still cracked. Okay, moving forward, there is a Mew VMAX getting 4th place, and Mew VMAX, you all see here, it is a fusion build. So Fusion Meloetta is still around. You could still get donked, but I don't know if the fusion build is better than the DTE build in my opinion. They actually mixed it a little bit together, so they only have 1 Meloetta, they have 2 Alessa Sparkle, they still have Judge, Roxanne, and 3 copies of Pat and 4 Vacuums in here. So they have like the fusion build and the DTE build, and they merged it together so you can have early game aggression with Meloetta and late game potential comeback with Roxanne Path. You do see the Arven in there as well, getting of course a tool card and an item card. The cool thing is you can get your Choice Belt Power Tablet combo, or you can get your 4 Seal Stone and anything else you want. So very, very good card in the Mew list, and there's 1 copy in here which you can get back with Pal Pact. So Mew VMAX doesn't lose all that much. Quick Balls become like Nazball and Feather Ball, and all the rest is pretty much the same. There's still 3 switch cards in here, and I wonder if 1 Meloetta is good enough because it might potentially be priced. But yeah, having that late game potential with Mew has always been strong, so they merged it together. 5th place is a Lugia Archeops, probably a single strike build, and the 6th place as well. The 6th place Lugia build, as you can see, this is the new age of Lugia VSTAR here. More V-Guard, so we lose a lot of special energies, powerful Kara's energies, Aurora energies, all are amazing rare attackers, so all of those are gone. We still have, of course, some special energies in the format. Double Turbo, Single Strike Energy, V-Guard Energy, Lucky Energy, and Gift Energy are the energies we're working with right now. And because, Archeops needs to be in the discard pile, this list is actually running 4 Capturing Aroma, 4 Ultra Ball. So, and with the help of Burnett, you can also get those fellas in the discard pile. So, Luminion Burnett is going to be one of the most powerful combos for Lugia going forward. You thought Lugia was dead? Well, guess again. We have Drapion for the Mew matchup. We have Stone Journer, which of course is going to be a way to slap Miraidon for weakness. So Miraidon has a little bit tough because of that Stone Journer. And Tyranitar V will be able to one-hit KO almost anything in the format with its attack. And with single strike energies, you're going to be able to slap huge damage. And you also hit weakness against Mew VMAX, which helps out a ton. And if I remember correctly, the Gardevoir is also weak to darkness, if I saw that correctly. So Gardevoir is weak to darkness as seen here. That means that, the Gardevoir will go down thanks to, of course, a Tyranitar. So even though you have a big Gardevoir EX with a lot of HP, Tyranitar can still one-hit KO it. The list is still running Dunsparce, respecting potential Raikos in lists of the lost boxes. So Dunsparce still around. We have Zinnia, Research, Serena. These are all cards that could potentially discard the Archeops early on. And this is a very consistent 4-4 big package Lugia because you no longer have access to Evolution, Incense, and Quick Ball. So you need to be a little bit more consistent, and that's exactly what the deck does. The card that might be surprising you is Radiant Serena, allowing you to heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon. So that's going to be impactful against specific matchups to heal off all damage on your Pokemon. So 20 on everything is actually pretty strong. You could also change that up to maybe another card of your liking. Radiant Greninja could also be a way, but then you're discarding your own energies. I don't see, you could also get in more Urn of Vitality to, of course, comprehend that other Radiant card. So another stadium that is going to be new here is going to be this one. The Mesagosa. Once during each player's turn, that player may flip a coin if it has search a deck for a Pokemon and put it in hand. That is going to help a lot with consistency, and will put Lugia back. Instead of like tier S, it's still tier 1. Lugia is still not going anywhere, it seems. Then 7th place for another Gardevoir EX. Let's see what's different about this build. This list is, of course, getting that cool Articuno there. The Articuno that can, of course, charge itself up and snipe around, which is with the Psy Laser attack, allowing you to snipe 120 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Could be nice to take a cheeky prize card, and the cool thing is you can get a lot of energies into play, and if you discard them, you can get them back over and over again with the Gardevoir EX. Also, Gallade in here, allowing you to search your deck for a support supporter card and put it in the hand. This is going to help out with consistency to, of course, get that Roxanne when you need it, get that boss when you need it, or maybe even get that Torton. A very funny card in this list is Agatha. You don't see that very oftenly from Chilling Reign. Agatha moving 3 damage counters from your active Pokemon to your opponent's active. This is pretty much like a damage buff, because if you can see it here, you can fetch it out with Gallade, which is also cool because you're playing the Kirlia Refinement engine, so you can draw a lot of cards. You still have that Shining Arcana Gardevoir, which is very, very strong in the Gardevoir EX deck as mentioned. But the cool thing is that with Gallade, you can of course get that supporter Agatha, heal 30 damage, and with Choice Bell, you have 60 additional damage. That means that a specific Pokemon can slap more damage than the opponent would expect. We have Temple of Sinnoh to cancel out special energies, helps out a ton against single strike Lugia because of the fact that their single strike energies get nullified, meaning that Tyranitar won't be the big powerhouse it will be to slap you in the face. We have Sky Seal Stone, as mentioned. Zacian V is finding itself being the best partner for Sky Seal Stone in combination with cards like Drapion. This list is not having Drapion, just having the Zacian, because Zacian with Sky Seal Stone can take 3 prize cards. Don't sleep on that because it's gonna help out, or maybe even 4 prize cards against Mew VMAX. It's insane. We have Emergency Jelly also being kind of a staple in Gardevoir list as it seems. Arven also in the list. Worker to get rid of the Stadium card, because if they have Path to the Peak, Gardevoir no longer works and you could crumble, so that's why a Worker is there, and Worker can get searched out with Gallade. So there you have it. Also, Torton is cool because Torton allows you to swap a basic Pokemon with a basic Pokemon from the discard pile, allowing you to put like maybe the 1 prize Mew or the Galarian Articuno and transform it into Zacian V again to slap for huge damage. So insane. Also, I noticed that the Mew lists, let's open the Mew list here again, are not playing Lost City. That means that Drapion could thrive very hard in this format if they're not respecting, Drapion, they're just not playing Lost City. We have another Lost Zone box, another Lugia, another Mew. Let's check out the 11th place Lugia deck. Let's see if it's another single strike list. Probably it will be. Yeah, it is another single strike list. So Lugia adapted. If you want to see some more deck list, I also made a video about some more Japanese deck lists. You can check that out down below in the description. So Tyranitar V, now two copies of the Tyranitar V. So that's going to be a card you definitely need to have in your binder when you still want to be playing Lugia post rotation. Burnett still in here because 2 Lumineon and Burnett help you to get those Archeops in the discard pile. It's still going to be such a strong deck, and now you're grabbing towards more V-Guard energies. That means your Lugias become more tanky, and tanky Lugias that can slap a lot of damage and discard some Stadiums here and there is definitely very, very scary. So again, going with that Stadium card here, allowing you to get Pokemon out of the deck, the Mesagosa seems to be like a deck that's doing very well in the Lugia decks. Moving forward, we're having another Lost Box on the 12th place. Let's see here which version it is. Okay, this is more like the Western world Lost Boxes with Dragonite, Raikou, and Kyogre. So instead of going for like the Sky Seal Stone approach, they're going for the Forest Seal Stone, so they can actually get more cards in that Lost Zone quicker. So we have Forest Seal Stone, which can then maybe get the Lost Vacuum out, and because you're also playing 2 Stadiums in the form of Beach Court, you can definitely, this is a turbo build with like 4 Escape Rope, 4 Switch cards, some Beach Courts, Tracking Shoes, the Comfies. You're circling around your entire deck and maybe get that first turn Mirage Gate to slap the Dragon Gale for 250, or slapping around with the Raikou. If your deck is almost completely empty, you still have Energy Recycler and Kyogre to slap for huge damage. And a thing you should note here on the Lost Boxes is that you have to be careful of Ordinary Rod being rotated. So if you use Flower Select and you see like Dragonite, Kyogre, you have to make some heartbreaking decisions, and that's something that could definitely ruin your day. But with 4 Battle VIP passes, some Nuzballs, you can get them out a little bit quicker, I suppose. Maybe get them on the field already before they're going to the Lost Zone initially. But yeah, you have to make some choices. Also, if they are in the discard pile, you can get some of them back with Clara. So Clara is basically like Ordinary Rods, but it actually goes to the hand. That means that Energy Recycler becomes more of a liability. That means you need 2 copies of that. So I'm a big fan of this list. I probably will play something around with this post rotation. It looks very strong, and also Dragonite and Sableye working together is going to be very strong indeed. Kyogre taking multiple prize cards, always a fan of that. Then some more Mew list. 13th place, Mew VMAX. And this is just the DTE build. Leaving alone Meloetta and the fusion energies, just going for that classic 3-4 Steel Stone. They want to have like insane consistency. This list is also running Avery, and now that I think about it, the only new cards in this list is Nazball and Featherball, having the replacement of Quick Ball. So you have like 2 Nazball, a Featherball, and also playing 4 Vacuum, allowing you to always utilize Pat, Judge, and just pray, as we all come to learn and love or hate, depending on if you're playing it or playing against it. Yeah, the Mew DTE build still around, and shutting down abilities seems strong in the format. Think about Gardevoir EX shutting that down, Miraidon EX shutting that down, Lugia Summoning Star shutting that down. So yeah, Mew still around. Avery, cute card. I don't know against which archetype is going to be working out the most, but Avery is definitely a card that could disrupt the opponent's field. Moving forward, the last Mew of the bunch, and to close out this video, we have a Mew, and they are gonna go heavy on the Meloetta and the Deoxys as well. So these are like the one price Pokemon that could help against specific archetypes, Deoxys and Meloetta as well. We saw Deoxys, and I think it was the Lost Origin format as well, a little bit here and there. So Deoxys could be that additional attacker that you want, because you can just fusion energy onto it with Elastic Sparkle and then get that DTE attachment to just be just a solid one price Pokemon. What else? They still are playing a Judge in here. Also a heavy on the boss. 3 bosses orders here. They just want to target down everything, and we don't see Pokemon Catcher in here, so it's just going to be, you just go first, knock something out in the active. There are 3 escape ropes, so you technically get something on the bench, but and in a lot of matchups they will have multiple things on the bench. Also no Path to the Peak. They do have Law Steady to respect Drapion, which is a good thing, and Collapse can heal maybe a Mew VMAX when it gets damaged. You can get that off the field instead of going for Psychic Leap. So yeah, not a bad list. Echoing Horn and a lot of Boss will help you to go for the 2-2-2 prize race, and that's exactly what Mew VMAX stands for. So strong list, nothing to say about it, except for the fact that the list is also just heavily reliant on the Elastic Sparkle to get that off turn 1. Otherwise, you probably don't have any comeback card, because we don't see Path to the Peak in here. So yeah, that is the top 16. We don't have all the deck lists quite yet. I just hope these could be something like a Miraidon or something, because I still think Miraidon has untapped potential. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below about these post-rotation lists. Which deck gets you hyped up the most? Are you still mad that Lugia is still a deck that is going to be on the top tables? Are you going to be happy that Gardevoir EX gets its time to shine? Let me know, because this was a 3,000 player tournament, and these were the results. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know by slapping the hell out of the like button. Helps out in ridiculous ways you have no idea. And go check out our sponsors as well. We have Potown Store, the best place to get TCGO or TCG Live code cards. You can use the coupon code ZapBoysTCG for 5% off. Get your account ready to play, and you're going to be having a great time. There's also yourplaymat.com to create your own custom playmat from scratch. You can use the link down below to get 10% off. So upload the most beautiful playmat you've ever seen, your favorite wallpaper or own unique logo or design, and they turn it into a beautiful playmat, and they ship worldwide. There's Dragon Shield for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. Links down below. Definitely click that if you want to have some brand new sleeves or deck boxes. And last but not least, for European players, get of course the link for Card Market. You can use the referral name ZapBoysTCG to help support the channel. Card Market is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. Post rotation will be lit, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness. Peace.